So, hey, this is Mark watching MTC Media. You know, I like to do my interview series, and I cannot tell you how happy I am today to have your Mountain West Player of the Week, Drew Fielder, with me. For God, people who do not know out there, I met Drew a long time ago, and by a long time ago, I mean 2 years ago when he was a freshman at Georgetown. I love this guy. He's playing really, really well. Drew, how are you doing today? And tell me what it's like being back home.
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me, first of all. But hey, it's been great. I mean, I left home, kind of felt like I did 4 years of college, like as a sophomore, because I left and went prep. So it feels really good to be back home, and Boise State's a great program and a program that I've been watching for a long time. So it feels really cool to be able to, just get back to work with my hometown team. So.
Yeah, so I'm just saying you're a Mountain West Player of the Week. Look, I've watched a handful of your games this year. The last four games, you are 37 from 54 from the field, averaging 22 points a game. When I watch you out there, it looks like you are so confident. You know where your spots are. You're shooting over 30% from the three-point line. Just tell me, what was it like getting back home and kind of improving your game? And where do you think your games have made the biggest jump?
Yeah, I mean, I think like just all the experience I got at Georgetown and in the Big East helped me get to this point. So now when I came back home, got even more healthy and just really locked in on my routine and my grind, I was able to just try to put it all together. I feel like I had some really good games like my sophomore year and my freshman year, but I could never be very consistent, and I'm still trying to get better at that. But I just think being able to be at home and be super comfortable and knowing exactly like what I'm doing, and then after like really getting acclimated and just being able to really pour into basketball as much as I can, I just feel like I've just been able to become more a poised basketball player, just between experience and then my comfort level here. It feels really easy to just go out and play my hardest. So it's been really good.
I've also noticed that even in the fast breaks and transition, you're putting the ball on the floor and leading the break a little bit more and stuff. I mean, that just shows me how much confidence you have grown, and you're doing it against such good opponents. And I know you guys are getting prepared for the conference season. Talk a little bit about, because out east, guys don't understand how good the Mountain West really is. Talk a little bit about how you are prepping and getting prepared for a tough conference season.
I mean, yeah, it's a great league, and yeah, I agree with you. People don't really understand, and the best players from the Mountain West all go to the NBA too. So it's just like we always go back to humbly preparing the best we can, because it's just we learned early in the season, and it's just the nature of basketball. Anyone can beat anybody. So man, there's a lot of great teams. So we just got to understand that we ain't gonna just be able to roll the ball out and go win games just because we've gotten on a roll. Like, we think the biggest thing that we focused in on to allow us to get some wins is our preparation, and I've been talking about it every interview that I've gotten. So we just we just start some practice every single day, and that's what we've been attacking, and it's been great for us. So that we're just gonna stay to that, stick to that, and just know that if we humbly prepare, we're going to be able to compete however we want. Very confident, however you want to do it. So it's just it's fun, and it's a good place to focus on preparation, because the coaches do such a great job. The players who have been here know how to do it, and they coach the guys who are new and the freshmen. So it's really fun.
Oh, so talk a little bit about how this team has improved since the game against USC. After the USC game, you have wins over NC State. You've played Butler, you played St. Mary's, California. Just talk a little bit how you guys have jumped a little bit since that game against USC.
Yeah, I just think so much experience is required to be able to put it together, and I think our team has needed a couple losses to really let us know what we need to do and what we need to focus on. And it's just like every every year there's teams take some tough losses at the beginning of the year and they really put it together towards the end. So even though we felt like we could have beat USC and beat NC State, I think those games like really prepared us to go and play Butler and go play St. Mary's and a good Duquesne team. Like, so I think the biggest thing we've improved on is just our team cohesiveness and our chemistry and knowing what we want to do and being like just kind of more of like a collective mind and really be on the same page of how to attack the other team. I think sometimes like we weren't taking advantage of our opportunities when we were in Maui. And so we really locked in on that. And then also just be doing what we can and like our team focuses. Our team things are relentless rebounders, elite ball movers, and the toughest competitors. And I think the more we bought into that and focused on rebounding as hard as we can and focused on defending as best we can, it's let our offense be much better as well. So I just
And
think, yeah, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like, and then focusing on it in practice in our prep and having better lock in and focus on that has also allowed us to really put it together when we get to the games.
Speaking of your offense and what you guys run, do you feel like that really plays into what your strengths are? Because, like I said, when you look more confident, you look quicker, you look stronger, you look more definitive, and all that really is coming out on the television screen. Obviously, I've not seen you play live at Boise, but on the television screen, do you just feel like this is just a really good fit for you?
100%. I mean, the coaches do such a great job in putting me in good spots and breathing confidence into me. And I mean, I give them so much credit because it's a, it's a dialogue, and they let me talk to them what I see and what they see, and they hold me accountable, and they hold the whole team accountable to playing really good, like ethical basketball and not, and so it just has been really fun, like being able to learn these coaches and what they want to do because it's just allowed me to feel really confident. And also, I just feel like all the experience I've had has allowed me to know, you know, and be confident in who I am and what I'm doing. So I just think it's just, even though like I feel like I needed to leave and play a different kind of basketball, I'm so grateful for all the like the playing time and the experience and the coaching I got at Georgetown because I feel like it's really allowed me to be confident and not worry so much about mistakes when I get on the floor. So it's been great. My college journey has been awesome so far, and I just can't wait to like keep pushing.
And I'll let you out on this because I know you have to go. But tell tell us something about Boise for us who have not been to Boise. Tell us something about Boise that we don't know.
Man, it's underrated city. I think people think it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but Boise is really like, I mean, it's in the gem state, but it's really a gem of a city. I mean, it's not just a random town in the middle of some fields. It's a great place, and it's very calm. It's a lot slower than DC, but it's a great place to, raise a family and focus on what you want to do. But I just think, man, the biggest difference, I think DC, you can about do whatever you've ever wanted to do within an hour of DC, but here you gotta be a nature person to be out here. I think that's the main thing people do out here in Boise is we go out and get into nature. So
Oh, cool. Well, hey, Drew, thank you for shoehorning some time for me today, brother. It is so great to see you. I want to let you get to your meetings and your practice. All right.
all right, hey, thank you for having me again. It's good to hear from you.
All right.